Pearl asking about trimming up bushes or these type trees using the little handsaw. The guy said, no, you can't do it that way. You need to use other type of equipment. Pearl says, great, thank you. And then he leaves and he does it with a little, so I mean, it's almost like Pearl's law.
People say you shouldn't prune dogwood. I prune dogwood, and my dogwood in the spring look like a snowball. And people say, well, but then those are people that go by the book. I don't go by the book. And I'm writing my book, and my book is going to be what you don't find in the other books.
What Pearl has been able to do, he's been able to take plants that we thought were junk, zero, and he has turned it into a work of art, which is unbelievable. Because I knew what those plants looked like when we put them out there. And now I go out there and I marvel at what they look like now.
When he would come home in the evening, he would get on the lawnmower, get the hedge trimmer, and he would work from the time he got home maybe to sometime 12 or 1 o'clock at night.
I did grow up across the street and I had the opportunity to see the garden grow and mature. I would come in 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the evening, and sometimes you would just see a little headlight on the lawnmower. And, you wake up the next morning and the entire property has a haircut.
I took my hedge trimmer and every plant that was in my yard, I just cut some kind of design in. And it took me about 3 years to 5 years to say, this is it. I said, I got it. So it's a matter of perfecting it to the point that I'm really comfortable with it. This is L-O-V-E that I think. See the L-O-V-E.
Pearl would love those who visit his garden to leave feeling better than they did when they first arrived.
It wasn't important to me to create a garden. I wanted to create a feeling that when you walked through, you felt differently than you did when you started.
You can just feel some kind of spirit within it. It seems as if he is doing this not just for show, but it's something within. When he's in the garden, I think that's man relating to nature. And I think that God is somewhere mixed in there.
I don't think you can substitute the physical side of life for the spiritual side of life. And we can call it whatever we want to call it for different faith. But it's that belief in someone bigger than I am that makes life interesting to live.
That you could just come here and relax and meditate. You could have a sunrise service here on Easter or something of that nature.
But I think the garden serves as being that place where people can go and feel love.
He will stop what he's doing and he will come and talk with you and tell you about what he's doing and why, because that's important to him, to communicate what he has in mind, why his garden is there, and the message that he feels that is there in all that he does.
I want you to remember that guy had love, peace, and goodwill, because to me, that's really what makes people tick, is love.
If you can bring people together in a very positive environment, things can begin to happen.
To jump right in and to begin making something new. And when I say new, I mean really new. Not something that he had seen in a textbook, not something that he had seen in a museum, but something that was his and became like nothing else before.
This is a very daring undertaking for somebody with little or no experience in gardening to come out and create one of the more difficult forms of gardening. So that's what's amazing about Pearl. And once you get to know him, you can say, yeah, he could do it. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I would have the nerve to try to do it.
He's a work of art in and of himself. And I would hesitate to think what will happen when we do have to separate the human element from the forms that he's created.
It is an art that is really designed to only last my lifetime. Most artists create work that's going to be around.
We have to remember, nothing lasts forever. Paintings don't last forever. Drawings don't last forever. The only reason that we associate them with long life is because there are people who attempt to care for them, conserve them, and preserve them within museum settings.
The meaning of life has been debated for centuries because life means something different to each individual. I'm here, and for whatever reason, I'm going to take advantage of it and enjoy it. And when it ends, hope the next life is better than this one.
Pearl has taught me how important it is to never forget the people that you have worked with along the way. Somebody who encouraged you to do something or to think a little bit differently. And that's a gift that Pearl has given to me.
If I were to write a book about Pearl Fryar, I would call it He Gets It.
To get out and talk to him, to shake hands with him, and talk one-on-one, you can see his passion. He's got that extra little bit of drive that sets him one step above some of the things that we try to do.
Pearl Fryar is like a kid who never grew up. He just takes wonder in life. That excitement and that energy has a positive effect on everyone around him.
If you walk away with just one thought, and I had a choice, it would be you can be somebody. To be somebody, you don't have to be the President of the United States. You don't have to be a congressman or senator. To be somebody, you provide for your family, you help make a difference in your community, and you are a positive thinking person, because nothing ever comes out of negative thinking. I am a man named Pearl, and this is my garden. Never did I think that one day that somebody would come by and spend this kind of time with something I created with throwaway plants. With no experience, no training, it shows that hard work can pay off. Thank you.